Hi, my name's Helen Sharp and I run the knitting school in Seattle. And today I'm going to show you how to use a draw thread to get a really nice rib start on your fabrics. If you start a rib right onto the cast-on comb, you tend to get this wavy edge because the comb and the wire will stretch out the setup row. Some of this can be eliminated with steam, but a better approach would be to use a waste yarn and a draw thread to separate the start of the knitting from the cast-on comb. Here's a cone of industrial draw thread. It's really just a very fine, strong nylon yarn, but this will work just fine. It's cotton and it won't break easily, and that's the main characteristic you want from a draw thread. So I've got my needles set up for a 1x1 rib. This is my waste yarn. It's just a junky acrylic yarn from the charity shop, but it's a similar size to my main yarn. And I'm going to start off with that. I've got my tension set for 1-1, both beds. I'm not too concerned about the quality of the tension for the waste yarn. I just need it to be able to knit. So now I'm going to put in the comb and wire. And some weight. And I'm just going to knit about 1 inch of waste yarn. So I'm done with that. I'm just going to cut it. So now I'm ready for the draw thread. I'm going to do a circular pass with that. And so I'm going to cancel the knitting in opposite directions. It doesn't really matter which way round your circle goes. And I'm just going to manually feed this in. So I'm going to drop that down, put it into the feeder, and knit a circle of draw thread. And I'll break that and pick up my main yarn. So now I do want a really nice tight tension here. So I'm going all the way to 0 and I'm going to cancel those cams, drop my main yarn down. If you can grab hold of your ends of your waste yarn, that will just kind of secure them. So now I'm just doing my setup row of main yarn. So that's my first row. Then I'm going to go back to circular for 2 rows. Some machines want you to do that for 3 rows. It doesn't really matter. And now I'm ready to start knitting my rib. So I'm loosening the tension a little bit. So I'm just going to press it off the machine now. So here's the waste yarn. The circular is the green course, and there's my main yarn. If you're doing a 2x2 or 2x1 rib, do your waste yarn and draw thread with the needles arranged in the starting position, so interconnecting with needles on the opposite bed. So now I'm ready to remove the draw thread. I'm going to be pulling it out from this end. In order for it to pull all the way out, I need to snip it over here. So just carefully snip through the draw thread and then just pull it out, and that will release the waste yarn. And you can see it's a really nice tight finish. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel.